Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. I'm Silverback, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what my process is to work out what the top 10 largest cap cryptos are as far as trend on the one-day chart using Heikin Ashi candles. I use this to inform trend for spot traders, or in this instance I'm using a 1x, so no leverage on an exchange, so I can go long short all these assets, instead of either only just only trading spot BTC USD. I can actually long and short BTC, ETH, Ethereum, and basically I'll show you, if you stick around to the end, exactly how I do. One half of my bags is the top 10, fully covered, and then the other half of my bags is Bitcoin only exposure. Now the reason I do that is because Bitcoin has done 5x what during a period of time where all these happy little traders are jumping around, and investors are jumping around waiting for altcoin season that never came, and Ethereum basically shat the bed, where everything in the whole, of DeFi is supposed to be built on Ethereum. I'm still bullish, but at some point we've got to actually look at our eyes and see what's happening. So basically, I'm proactively looking at the daily chart and Heikin Ashi candles to signal exactly when price has indecision, when price has trend, and also when to go long and go short, because I can now go 1x long short any of these assets. So half of my bags is here, half of my bags is just in BTC, doing the same thing. Again, no leverage. So you guys that are spot traders or just investors can actually can look at these stop loss levels and trends, trend biases that I'll give you here in this video. So if that sounds like you, stick around and I'll just get running through where we are. So defining exactly my process is starting with defining what is the top 10. So I basically go to livecoinwatch.com, or any other actually on-chain analytics site will do. CoinMarketCap is not one. I found in the past that they favor certain coins over the other, and they almost entirely ignore certain coins that are ranking. So DOT, Litecoin has actually overtaken DOT as the 18th highest cap coin, and so that's the rankings as we see it now today. I've done the top 18 just because I like to see what's coming into the top 10. It's good to have a bit of a forward view. I do some leverage trading, and that's in my Substack links. You'll find that below if you want to jump in there and do some leverage stuff. This is for the spot traders, investors, and 1x leverage traders that want to go long short these assets. So let me tell you what's long, what's short, and what's neutral or ranging. We would start at firstly, of course, the order. Now I want to make sure that I've got these are in the same order, and nothing's actually just moved up the ranks. So we've got BTC followed by ETH, and XRP, BNB, Sol, and ADA. Then we have Doge and TRX, Sui and Link. Sui's been going great lately. Then AVAX and XLM at 11 and 12. We have AVAX. Oh yeah, I just fudged my order there. AVAX, XLM, yeah, okay. SHIB and HBAR. So that has to change around. That has to be HBAR, and that has to be TON, and then BCH, OKB, and then DOT is out, replaced by Litecoin. Okay, so that's where we are. I might, just for the sake of this video, I'll just erase these stop loss levels so no one gets confused. I want only fresh data to go in, so as we go through, I'll update that, and then I'll give you this moment where you can screenshot it if you want to get all the stop loss levels in one hit. So looking at that, we can now gravitate away from there, and look at where are we? Okay, this is the main account that I'm running. So basically, I'm running these 10 assets. And I'm doing a long and short 1x leverage. As you can see, everything's marked as 1x, and isolated as well. So each position I have is isolated from the other. One can't drain the other while one's doing good and one's doing bad, and all that sort of stuff. So starting off with BTC, let's take a look at what's going on. If I punch in BTC, now you'll probably notice here. I'm not actually using TradingView charts because I have the 1 day and I have Heikin and Ashi candles on the actual Bitfinex charts, and they use TradingView anyway. So I'm not using any other indicators. So if I go into here, I can basically just go like that, and I don't even need EMA. I can get rid of that as well. So I've got a super clean chart. So this is the most simplest way of judging exactly where the current trend is. So the way you pick the trend is you look at the second last candle as you open it. The day has just clicked into a new one, just gone, exactly 1 hour ago. And again, this is the great thing about the 1 day chart. You don't have to rush. So basically, this is the candle I want to look at. That's the one that just completed. And what you have is you have a green body with a wick above. That basically means it's green, so that just tells you straight away that it's likely it's going up. Now then, it tells you which direction, obviously by the colour and also by the wick up the top. The fact that there's no wick down the bottom tells us there's no indecision in that, and the fact that it's actually not a small body, it means it's not small momentum. So small momentum body would be this. Large momentum will be that. So it's somewhere in the middle. So we've got medium strength to the upside and no downside showing. So therefore that is a bullish candle. And then if I was going to set my stop loss, here's my stop loss here. Once you've set this up, you basically grab your stop loss and you bring it down till you find a wick below, and you put the last wick below. You whack your stop loss there, whatever that price that is. That's 83,744. So I'll write that in here. 83,744. Which I've just chucked into there. So I'll flash it back up at the end, so for anyone watching. So that's in profit, so that's doing okay. Next one up, we are up to Ethereum. Let's have a look and see what Ethereum's doing. We currently do have a position long in Ethereum, and we've still got a second last candle here. Again, a bullish candle is no reason to adjust anything there. We're all happy with that. And again, if I get the stop loss, I go down, follow these down, and I stop at just below the last wick. And this is basically what I do with any live trade that I've got. So that's where if it were to come down and threaten it and reverse past this point is where I want to let that trade go, because it's obviously a considerable change in direction. At the moment it's going up. It could easily turn around and go down. As you can see, it's done multiple times before. Ethereum's been getting killed lately, yeah, we've had a lot of sideways, which usually indicates to me indicates accumulation. So I would say it's very, very likely that we're breaking out, and we are actually breaking out above the channel at the moment. If I go to normal candles, it'll show where the actual real price is. By tomorrow, that'll be an open and a close above. Quite a long downward channel, whereas nothing has previously done that before. Again, sorry, I'm just getting my voice back. I've just had a bit of a croaky voice for the last couple of days. So that's Ethereum. That's done. And then basically, if I can have a look at what I set the stop loss as, it's 1,533. So just bring that on here and go 1533. Next is XRP. So let's see if I've got a position there. Also, actually, while I'm here, I've got to mark that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, go back. Okay, so that one and that one is green as I go. Okay, next one is XRP. XRP. Let's have a look and see if we've got a position there. XRP. Yes, we do. We've got a position long, and with today's candle using, I just could change it back to Heikin Ashi so I can see what's going on as far as the trend. Okay, so we've got a indecision candle. So basically, what that means is, I'll just close that out for a second. Our stop loss was down here. Because this second last candle closed like this, what I would do is I'd take my stop loss and I'd come down and put the stop loss just underneath where that candle had gone to. So therefore locking in our gains from here to here. So therefore now we can't lose on that trade. If our position was already starting below. We've only just started, it's like 48 hours ago. So some of these will actually run for quite some time because I won't close it. I'll just keep on moving my stop up and I want to let it go as long as it can, because again, we're not using leverage. We're just using, it's basically like a spot trade. So I'll jump out. I'll adjust my stop loss to safety. So if you look at XRP, I'm down here. Whereas at XRP, you can see here it says unrealized loss. That's $3 whatever, or 60.62. That's because I haven't closed it. So yes, it's not looking bullish. It's actually a ranging signal it's giving me. But I've moved my stop loss up, so to indicate a current trade. Now while I'm there, I'll just go 2.17. 2.17. So what I'm doing over off screen here is I'm just saying it is ranging, and then it's 2.17. I should probably actually make a decision there whether I should mark it as ranging or no. I'll leave it as ranging, because anyone looking at this as a quick glance can see that if they're freshly looking at this and haven't got any trades and just joining the program now, then it is correctly marked as ranging. Because that's there, I know that I've actually got a position still and a stop loss, so that's cool. So the next on the list is BNB. Let's have a look at BNB. It shouldn't be too far away down the list. There we go. BNB. Okay, BNB, we've got a current position, and what have we got? So we're just checking. I'm on 1 day and Heikin Ashi. Alright, so a bit of a funny one there. We are long. I've got the stop loss way down here, and it looks like I haven't updated my position since day before yesterday. That's weird. Let me know in the comments if you remember it from the last video. But anyway, that being said, I would go up to the most recent candle that just closed, which is here, and put the stop loss down below there. So I'm still carrying that position at a 2% loss. That's not a great deal. And then now I've limited the loss, the possible loss, even further by moving up that stop. If this goes sideways and it goes down, it'll stop any loss, or if the market turns on me. If it starts going up and going above here, obviously we'll get into profit. If the market goes our way. Okay, so that's BNB. So that is 598.35. So I'll just write here BNB. 598.35. And it is ranging, even though we are long there. Alright, so next up is Solana. Where are we? Solana, right here. Solana's been going well, and if I just open this up again, we're looking at a bullish candle with a wick above. Nice sort of medium size compared to the other candles preceding. Again, ignore this last candle because there's only like an hour's worth of data out of 24, so there's only 1/24 of the normal candle's data in that, so you can't draw any conclusions. So that's why we look at the second last one. You completely ignore that one, unless we're just about to click into the next day, and it's got more time in there. So this candle here is bullish, so yes, I've got no problem there. So basically all I would do is look at taking the stop loss and just going down below and put it below the very last wick. They're doing this each day, essentially trails up our stop to the moment it gets up to where there's some indecision in the price. So therefore that'll actually lock in any previous gains that we've been able to stack up. We're not there yet because obviously here's a position where it opened at this level and we're up here. But we'll see how we go. If this changes to a bearish candle, then I'll actually I'll flip this position straight away like that, or I'll just stop it and come back in based upon 10% of my account balance, and then go the other way. And then everything goes into reverse. So at the moment, everything's like ranging or bullish. So you haven't really seen me do a short position trade with a stop loss, but it'll be coming soon. So if the market sort of corrects down a little bit, you'll start seeing a little bit of that happening. Because I'm in sort of a reasonably probably lower time frame, you'd say. Daily is a lower time frame. 4 hour and weekly is, sorry, beg your pardon, 4 hour. Your daily to weekly, I would say 15-minute, 1 hour. Intermediate is 4 hour, and then sort of high time frame is 1 day and 1 week and above. So we are in a higher time frame, is basically what I'm saying. So that's all. That setup's all good. Stop loss is where I want it. So the next is and we have a bullish candle. So what I'll do is I'll mark that 134.20.22 is the price. What was it? 120. I just said it. 134.22. 134.22 is the price, and it is actually bullish. So I'm just going to change that to green. Next is ADA. Let's see if we can find you ADA. Here you go. We do have a position there that's actually doing quite well. Again, looking at this, we got a bullish candle with a wick at the top. There's no hesitation in the price. As far as the stop loss, you would go follow it down and just stop it exactly just below the bottom wick. So basically the last area where there was some price indecision. So hopefully we'll go up to these next levels and keep on going up, and then we can sort of trail our stop up. That's the idea. And also because we're not prematurely moving our stop up, we're not getting stopped out by scam wicks and stop hunts. So basically, which is designed to after market makers trap you, they then do a scam wick down, or stop hunt, as we heard people refer to it as, to knock you out of your perfectly valid position. So that was ADA. So it's bullish on ADA with the 61 cents, 0.61, and that was bullish. So let me just mark that as green. Next is Doge. Doge. Let's have a look at you, Doge. We are holding position. It's doing well. 1x leverage, and it's already up 5.42%. It's one of our better ones. And again, we're just following the trend. And as you can see, I've correctly done it. The stop loss is just below with the last wick that we've seen. If you're doing these charts and just doing it on the exchange, it is best to just blow them up a bit, because it is a high time frame. This is why 15-minute time frames exist, and 5-minute charts, is so you can be more precise. So just fan this out, open it up, and then bring down your stop loss just below it. So if you have increased in volatility more than that to the downside, it'll knock you out, but not don't have your stop loss like too far away. If you're finding that you're getting stopped out all the time, and you're only just getting stopped out, and you're going, it just gets frustrating, move your stop a little bit further if you want. So, but you don't want to go down to the swing low down here, or the high time frame swing low would be down here. We don't want to do that. We'd rather stop out, let it do its next leg down. If it's going to go down here and form a lower low, then a lower high before it continues up, you let it, let's cut it loose before we follow it down all the way down, losing money all the way down. Let's wait until it actually turns around and comes back up, or actually short it. So we want to be quick to react. So this position is doing well. A nice 5% on that one. Happy with the stop loss there. So that was Doge. The Doge level stop loss is 16.96. So, and was that a bullish candle? Yeah, it was. So Doge is definitely a bullish candle if you're coming in fresh. And the stop loss was 0.1696. 96. Next one is TRX. Alright, TRX. Sorry if I paused a little bit here. I just got a big coffee just before I started. Make sure I don't fall asleep on you. No, I won't fall asleep. So we don't currently have a position in TRX, and if I look at the chart, here we go. Here's our first short. So we've got an actual live short on TRX. That's our first one that we've done since starting 48 hours ago. So I'm going to show you how I set up a short here. So essentially what I do is I look at what is 10% in my account. So in my circumstances, it's $516. Is that right? Let me just double check that. Hang on, wait a second. It doesn't sound right. Yeah, 516.8. Yeah, 516.8. I was second guessing myself because it sounded too simple. Okay, so 516.8 is my position size, because that's 10% of my total account, and we want to get rid of this leverage to make sure there's no liquidation risk isolated. So this trade can't affect any other trade that I do. Again, if you're new, the cross is where it actually will it gets rid of your liquidation level, and your whole account balance becomes your liquidation level. So it'll keep on. You could have a big drawdown and go into big negatives beyond what you might want. So just be aware of that, how that works. It's just two different ways of doing it. The isolated is what I'm using here because I want to limit losses, and that's why I've done 1x leverage. So I'm limiting exposure to liquidation events as well. Moving forward with TRX, we want to go short. Yeah, just grab a short position. We want to go limit, not market, because then you are a market maker and not a market taker. As you can see there, it's 0.02% versus 0.05%. So it's more than double to do market orders. So just be aware. I always do limit order, and then I just move it around to get it filled if I need to. I don't have to have it exact. I just want to do the last one. So I got the price here. Now the stop loss level would be the reverse of what I was doing. So you go up here and you go up there. But what I'll do is I'll set the stop loss after I've placed the trade. So now that I've got the amount that I want to put in, I know that I'm going. I'm going to press short here. I won't worry about the stop loss yet. And then what I do is just before I hit short, I'll just go last. It'll bring this price up to what the current price was last. Right, so you see, and then go open short, done. So that's a 1x short isolated trade there. It hasn't actually filled. It just filled. There you go. So I was pretty close to it. So any fluctuation will fill it. So we got that, and then what we do is we did do exactly what we did. I'll just open this up a little bit. On the last charts where we're going long and everything, you go short. Or stop loss, sorry, we're short, and we want to go up to the outside of the last wick. So it's exactly the reverse of a long trade. So if this market starts chopping around and it starts to venture anywhere past that volatility point there in price, I'll say, I'll just get out of it. And then that will actually, because it probably would be a wick, it'll the next day's candle, it'll show up as one of these ones with a wick above, a wick below. I'll mark it as ranging, and I'll stay out of it. So I'll stay out of it until we get a trend. So we just got a trend that just today, because this candle just closed, which is a short one, short trend for TRX. So I am now short TRX. That's how it works. I still need to enter in my data here for my chart. So what I'll do is it's 0.2475. 0.2475. And that is a short trade. Next is Sui. Sui's been doing really well. Let's have a look at that. Sui. Okay, so that's that we are up 18.97% on that. Stop loss is still down there. We still, the last closed candle is still a bullish candle with no wicks at the bottom, and the last stop loss level is down here. Let me just see if I'm happy with how that looks. Yeah, it's just below the last wick at the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. So that's 2.1 basically. So I can go into here. That is a current long, and here we go. So Sui, I can mark that as a current long, and stop loss level is 2.1. And then lastly is Link. Let's check out what Link's doing. LAK. There we go, and so that's we're 1.27% up on that trade. We just closed a bullish candle for between today and tomorrow, so there's no need to be rushing out of this trade. We have got a little bit of a lower high here, but if that just pushes a little bit during the next 24 hours, we'll be higher than that. Up here we've got a high, a lower high, sort of going down, and this candle is slower. Slower. It's a smaller body than this one, so we still could be running out of steam, but we haven't got the indecision yet. So I would keep my stop way down here where it is, underneath the last wick, and just stay in that. If we start developing any candles to the downside by tomorrow's candle close and the new day starts, I'll grab this stop loss and I'll move it up to protect any larger downtrends. In fact, if it does change to short, I'll actually close the position and short it, but I'll have the stop loss there to automatically short. There's no real massive danger yet. And then so that is it. 12.85 on a long. So that is 12.85 for a long. So that is currently technically still yes. So that basically that's it. That's if you want to take a screenshot of that, that is the top 10 finished. If you want to stick around a little bit longer, I'm just going to run through the 11 through to 18. If any of you guys are actually interested in any of those coins, if you're running a portfolio, I'd recommend just going this. There's links down below. If you go find the BitChuneX link, and then search the heading copy trade, and then look for Silverback Gorilla. There's only one Silverback Gorilla, which is my one, which is actually doing all these trades. Now, when I do these trades here, and the performance of it, you can actually invest in that pool, that copy trading pool. So if I go to here, yeah, this is it. So this is how it looks when you get in there. So press copy trading. I'll show you. And then go silver 3.45. So it's going nice. I was interested to know because I was actually page 8. I think I've actually progressed. Yeah, so I'm on page. You'll find me on page 5 of all the traders. 3.45% for the week, and I've only been going for 3 days. So if you work that out, so I'm averaging, even if it was only 3 and not 3.45, divided by the last 3 days, times that by 31. Because I'm committing my whole account, unless something's something is ranging. If anything that's trending is committed to the market, anything that's not trending is not. You're talking about like the average leverage trader that's actually taking big swings and big risks, like this dude up here, like 105% for the week, over 7 days. Like, he's doing leverage, right? So if you could look at his figures and look at mine, I've only done 3.45 and taken on no leverage. He's made $179, and he's had to make 105%. I've made $172 on it. I've only had to make 3%, and I've got no liquidation risk. Anyway, guys, I'll sort of round out this video and let you guys know that the Substack, there's a link for it down the bottom. Yeah, there's a paid community there for like leverage stuff, but all this sort of stuff I'm covering here, the information and the chart data, I just had up on screen, so you can get all these summaries. I'll complete the rest of this for the actual the next 24 hours for these assets, and I'll post it in the vlog in Substack, which you will get some access to this free. The only thing that's paywalled is the actual chat. So if you want access to me and our other traders in the community, you just need to go. You need to subscribe to the paywall, but you can get it to the Substack for free if you just want to basically just get this data. So I've just done like a 2-tier thing there, so to allow more people to stick their nose in and have a look and get these data updates as I go. So I'll post this vlog and I'll post this chart in the actual vlog in the article for everyone. So thanks for again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Happy trading.